What's so special about the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy? Let me tell you about the 3 books, and I'll tell you why I think each is so special. Let's start at the beginning. My thoughts on the author, I'll save for the end. The 3-Body Problem, published originally in Chinese in China in 2008, and released in English, translated by Ken Liu in 2014, is a unique and compelling Hugo Award-winning novel, landing at number 169 on my top 210. I didn't show as much love to book 1, but this is like number 169 out of 500 or 600 science fiction reads, spanning more than 4 decades. Most special for me was how unique and inventive the story is. The 3-Body Problem is not easily comparable to any other science fiction novel. Right off the bat, we are immersed in the Cultural Revolution in China, and eventually a secret Chinese SETI program. An astrophysicist with a deeply scarred past and deep loathing of many of her fellow Earthlings successfully sends an interstellar message to an alien world. Liu Cixin delivers on alien-feeling aliens. The alien world Trisolaris is mind-boggling. It's in the vicinity of 3 suns, hence the title, The 3-Body Problem. The world has stable and chaotic periods. Periods of chaos arise when Trisolaris is too near any of its very hot suns. How the civilization deals with this is very imaginative, as is how civilization begins anew and continues to advance, despite the new beginning. This novel is in some ways reminiscent of classic American science fiction. Isaac Asimov vibes are particularly strong, but make no mistake, this is modern science fiction, and it's nowhere more evident than in the presentation of Trisolarans as avatars in a constructed virtual reality problem-solving game. Earth scientists are in a sense recruited to try their hand at resolving the 3-body problem. The Trisolarans present avatars in the form of classic Earth scientists and thinkers like Copernicus, Galileo, Aristotle, and others. If you're a fan of nanotech, first contact, multidimensionality, and astrophysics, you're going to find a lot to like. Unfortunately, harder to find is strong plot, developed characters, and enthralling action. Despite those flaws, I can get on board with a 3.5 or maybe a 4-star rating. So what's so special about this book? Liu imagining how aliens might contact us virtually, the presentation of nanotechnology, and the unique to science fiction setting of the Cultural Revolution in China. And the best thing about the 3-body problem, for me, is that it makes book 2, The Dark Forest, possible. Speaking about Dark Forest, I'll have to share mild spoilers. You are forewarned. In the Dark Forest, an enormous battle fleet from Trisolaris is heading to the Earth, and they're going to arrive in approximately 400 years. While that seems like a lot of time for the Earth to prepare, innovate, and shore up its defenses, Trisolaris has other ideas. As part of their plan to invade and colonize the Earth, they've bugged the planet with sophons. These are artificially intelligent subatomic particles. The sophons are the ultimate in advanced espionage, as they can disrupt technological advancement on Earth, monitor and report on all communication, and instantaneously report back to the fleet. Liu Cixin presents the Dark Forest hypothesis as an answer to the Fermi paradox, illustrating eloquently why, with such a likelihood of intelligent life in the universe, we haven't found it yet. While I'm not being super vague about the theory, I will refrain from explaining it any clearer, as the joy of Dark Forest is the reveal of exactly what Dark Forest hypothesis is. Let's not get sidetracked though. There's an attack fleet from a more advanced alien race coming our way. What to do? The presence of sophons have completely scrapped any hope for advancement in particle accelerators or any other advanced physics research. We might be able to build warships and hefty defense, but we've got no idea what's in store for us. The UN sets up a planetary defense force, and born is the Wallfacer Project. 4 individuals are chosen to independently develop strategies to defeat the Trisolarans. 3 of the chosen individuals are obvious for their intellect, status, and experience. The 4th individual, the main character of the story, Luo Ji, a seemingly unimpressive choice, is selected because for some reason the Trisolarans have tipped their hand, revealing that they find him to be a threat. Because the sophons cannot read minds, the Wallfacers will keep their strategies to themselves. The Wallfacers have the full support of the UN militarily and financially to devise any strategy that they want, and they don't have to, they must not, justify or explain themselves or any of their requests. So what's so special about this sequel? Well, for one, the Wallfacers are human beings and with unlimited resource with no accountability. Add in the human factor, and that makes for some imaginative storytelling. Add to that the Wall Breakers, Trisolaran agents bent on killing the Wallfacers and or discovering and or thwarting their plans, provides even more suspense and intrigue. There are dips into other great science fiction elements like long-term suspended animation hibernation, epic space battles, and fascinating physics. And finally, the Dark Forest hypothesis explained is chilling and will quite possibly forever alter how you think about the prudence of searching for extraterrestrial intelligence. It's also possible that you're going to finish the first 2 books of this series and think, this is some of the most ideas-dense science fiction I've ever read. To that, the final book, Death's End, says, hold my beer. Death's End is epic, brilliant, trippy, fantastic, beautiful, dark, ingenious, captivating, surprising, suspenseful. The Dark Forest is one of the greatest science fiction books ever written, and so is Death's End. Now, if you want to avoid spoilers for the first 2 books of this series, hop off here. At the conclusion of Book 2, the Earth avoided annihilation due to Luoji's threatening mutually assured destruction. In Book 3, Death's End, this torch, or sword if you will, is passed on, and it comes with a title, Sword Holder. The Sword Holder wields this power to instigate and ensure the obliteration of the Earth. While this yields concessions from the alien Scourge, the balance of power between the Earth and the Trisolarans will flip a number of times and in surprising and thrilling ways. What's so special about Death's End? You're still holding that beer? While the story has taken place mostly in 3-dimensional space up until now, things get pretty trippy as Liu takes us into 4-dimensional space and then 2-dimensional space. It is complex, confusing, mind-blowing, mind-bending, mind-numbing, and only picks up steam doubling down on astrophysics, suspense, artificial intelligence, terraforming, space cities, a populated solar system, time dilation, pocket dimensions, multiple universes, renegade Earth vessels and mutiny, and even a doomsday button. These ideas will simply take your breath away. This book has more ideas per page, per paragraph, than any book that I've ever read. The entire solar system may be eviscerated, humanity might come to an end, the known universe may come to an end. Liu challenges the reader to imagine what 4-dimensional and 2-dimensional space might look like in a 3-dimensional world. Can the laws of physics be manipulated? Are the laws of mathematics firm, or can they be changed? Is there an answer to Dark Forest deterrence? For more detail on Death's End, you can see a more thorough review of it on my channel. For those thinking about reading this trilogy and those who've read only book 1, The 3-Body Problem, and you're undecided about continuing, Dark Forest and Death's End represent many of the best things that science fiction literature has to offer. They're nothing like the first book of the series. All 3 of these books are special and unique. I'm not unaware of the controversies surrounding the author Liu Cixin, and instead of prematurely sharing my not yet fully informed insights on the topic, I'll save my thoughts potentially for another video, as well as welcome your comments on the matter below. I simply am not educated enough on the controversy yet to legitimately weigh in. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Leverts, and this is Fit to be Read.